So today I would like to talk to you about a rather serious topic, and that is the topic of depression. It is quite prevalent in today's world. In fact, it's probably been quite prevalent in all worlds and in all time frames, because depression is connected especially with certain archetypal energies. And when you understand this, then it, I am sure, will help with you to overcome that state of being. The most obvious archetype that goes with depression is that of the wounded child. So this is a child that has been abused, neglected, abandoned in childhood, usually early childhood, but often as teenagers, and they grow into adults and they carry with them those wounds. And it is never easy to overcome those wounds. In fact, they stay with you for the rest of your life. Now, obviously, healing is important, but sometimes healing doesn't even move some of the energy, because often that energy will stay with you. Those thoughts stay with you. That experience stays with you. So it's very important to understand that if you have the wounded child, you are going to be prone to times of depression. The key thing to remember is to understand that yes, those things, they're always going to be there. And yes, you will have to deal with them every single day. However, once you start working on the positive side of the wounded child, and the wounded child has a lot of creativity, it has amazing resilience, it has incredible determination. And once you understand that you have these personality traits, it's amazing how you then can start to lift yourself away from those wounds, away from those things that have hurt you, and into the positive. Wounded children in particular are extremely creative. They are amazing. The two people that I always mention was Johnny Cash and Ray Charles, both wounded children, but incredible musicians in their time. So it is important that you use that creativity in the positive sense. Now also, the wounded child also brings with it an addict archetype. And again, the addict is often prone to depression as well. Again, because addicts don't do things in halves. They are full on. And again, if you have an addict archetype, it is very similar to the wounded child, to understand that this archetypal energy is with you every single day. It does not go away. So the key with the addict is to keep the positive frame of reference. It's very easy to fall back into negative archetypal energy, and this then brings with this not just the addiction, but also the depression, because this is all about self-loathing, and we want to get rid of that. So the key with the addict archetype is to really focus on what you can do in the positive. Use that energy, and it doesn't really matter what it is. We have a wonderful friend, and she's now our cleaner, and she has an addict archetype. Now, when she was young, yes, she was into music, but she was also into alcohol and into drugs and into sex, typical addictions. Okay, and she then went through periods of depression. Now, she is an adult and she's using that addict archetypal energy in the positive form. She is the best cleaner I've ever come across. She cleans everything magnificently. And this is what you have to do. Use that energy into the positive and really work it. And when you get that frame of mind, that's when the depression can all of a sudden dissipate. But understand, it's not easy, and I know it's not easy. But when you start to get your head around working in the positive and get that addiction and get that wounded child energy working through your determination, through your resilience, for your ability to do things. Express yourself creatively. Change things. It doesn't matter what you do. Distract yourself from those negative thoughts. Just go and take a walk. Go out into the garden. Go and pat a dog. Okay, just swing on a monkey bar. Do whatever. Just move that energy from the negative into the positive. And that's very important.